So hello there everybody and welcome to a video interview of the winner of the Cannock Chase Small Business of the Year Award. Carl Franken, Managing Director at Techcare, joins us today to talk about the award win at the Lichfield Tamworth, Sutton and Cannock Awards that took place at the end of January. Seems a long way away now, but Carl, congratulations from everyone at the Chamber. I believe your trophy arrived in the post relatively recently, and thanks for joining us. How are you?
Yeah, great, Chris. Really good. Yeah, and thank you. Yeah, we got that in the post that arrived yesterday. So yeah, absolutely over the moon with our first business trophy. Yeah,
Brilliant.
In 13 years of business, it's our first award. So really,
that's great news. Yeah, first time for everything, and I'm sure your staff were watching in their living rooms, in their home offices from many corners of Cannock and further afield as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was obviously a very different event to what I'm led to believe is usually a great night out, but we all had a great night in, and yeah, really enjoyed it. So yeah, it was good.
Brilliant, and I'm sure a really good way to start 2021 and end 2020 on as positive a note as possible. And I think certainly speaking to all the winners over the last few weeks, I think that's a really key part of these awards, in the current circumstances, is to a bit of a timely reminder that while there's a lot of people struggling and there's a whole world of strife at the moment, there's still some businesses that are are performing well, and of course the judges of the awards saw Techcare as being one of those. So you're an outsourced IT support business based in Rugeley. They'd mentioned a few areas really of why you won the award. One of those was that sort of support of your staff and your commitment to young apprentices, and obviously Oliver was up for the SLTC Young Professional Award in the nominations on the night as well. So just give us a bit of an idea of how that's helped your business over the last few months and years, in fact.
Yeah, so the apprenticeship schemes, they've been a big part of Techcare through our growth journey. We invested in our first apprentice about 4 years into the business. Yeah. And yeah, it's just been really, really good to get those young people into the business. There's a lot of processes in our business, so we know that we can train the technical elements, but if we find somebody that's really hungry and they've got support from a college or apprenticeship business, it just makes it's a real good fit for us, and we want to make sure that as we grow as a business, we're constantly reinvesting in apprenticeships and
absolutely, and showing that Oliver as a sort of head of operations, I believe, was a really good way to I suppose use that young expertise that's been built up from starting from a smaller role.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, Oliver didn't come in as an apprenticeship, but what he did do was mentor Keris, our most recent apprentice, and he's done a great job over the past kind of 12 months leading the team as a young professional, as a young leader, and it's just been really good to see that and see how he's integrated with the apprentice that he's Keris. So
absolutely, and as important as ever, obviously with your role as IT support, I imagine it was a rather busy 8 to 10 months after the pandemic struck in March, and things moved to online working. Just give us an idea of how you helped businesses. That was another area that the judges highlighted in terms of that support of your clients. Just tell us a little bit about how you managed to do that over the past 10-11 months.
Yeah, for sure. It's certainly been almost a year now of madness for everybody, really. And thinking back to the start of things, first of all, for our own business, it was the middle of March, and there was a lot of hype going on. I don't think people really knew what COVID really was at that point, but ahead of the national lockdowns, we just thought, it doesn't feel comfortable running our business the way that we are doing. We've got 13 employees in an office space, and we geared up for remote working. So we thought, let's get ahead of this and just get our team working from home. We've got all the technology that we need to do it. So we did that, and that was probably the first change. And then off the back of that, very quickly, lots of our clients that rely on us for their IT support, or for the delivery of their bespoke software systems, we're really looking at ways to quickly adapt to a remote working way of working. So yeah, there was a lot of very fast change, quite interesting. So some organisations that normally would go through a period of maybe 6 months, get transformed to that kind of remote working. we'd done within a couple of days, so it was very fast, and absolute testament to our team that they just worked really, really hard to facilitate our clients' needs and get them working from home.
Yeah, and that was a key area that we've all gone through as people and as employees and as employers and as businesses. But as you say, having that sort of ability to do that yourselves quite quickly was key to start that process. How have you found that's changed now? I suppose the panic element and the new element has worn off. I suppose now IT support is just as important, because if your computer's not working from home, you're sort of you can't do anything, can you? That's the difference to working in office, I suppose. So I suppose now more than ever, your support is valued by your clients.
Yeah, I think the end users, the employees in all the client businesses, they're the ones that are ready to thank for all of this. They're the ones that have jumped on the changing needs of their businesses and have managed to continue to work. So we've seen kind of peaks and troughs of change, really. There was a period where people were coming back into the office. And then I think once the kind of second wave of the national lockdowns come into effect, people thought, we need to look at a longer term solution to that IT service delivery. So originally it was kind of get people working from home remotely and more importantly, securely. And then longer term, we've got clients coming to us that are looking for ways of getting maybe their sales assets in front of their clients digitally, or training online for their team. So we've been involved in a lot of those digital transformation projects as well.
And that's a key area, isn't it? I know you've spoken with Staffs Lep and done some presentations, and also Techcare Tuesday, I hear, is a way that you can offer advice to other local businesses. And you'd mentioned, I think I'd seen a post about that sort of link to the local business community when you won the award, which I thought was a nice touch about some of the connections you've had. So have you found that the local business community has really sort of responded to you winning, and it's been a positive last few weeks?
Yeah, it really has. Yeah, like I say, we've not entered any of the awards before, so this is the first one we've entered, and to win it first time was just amazing. Just off the back of that, it really made me realise we've been a member of the Chambers now. I think this is our second year. It's a really sought after award, and a lot of people enjoy being in that network of the Chambers. And that was really apparent when we won the award. There was lots of clients that we didn't even know were Chambers members congratulating us. And just showing that they were in that club, so to speak. So it was really good. We had lots of support and really exciting.
Good stuff. And hopefully you come back and win it again next year, and we can enjoy a bit more of a party afterwards, rather than all sitting in front of our computers. But Carl, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks so much. Pass on our best regards to Oliver and all the team at Techcare. It's great to have you as an award winner for Cannock Chase, and we'll hopefully speak to you again soon. And thank you.
Thanks, Chris.